Hey guys, this is Tyler, aka True Tactics 2. Now, I know I posted a vid yesterday, but I decided in honor of veterans everywhere, I would post two more today. The first one will be a 2-for-1. It's about Delta Force and SEAL Team 6. Now, I know most people have heard about SEAL Team 6 and Delta Force because of popular culture such as the movie Black Hawk Down and video games including Medal of Honor 2010, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and Medal of Honor Warfighter. However, many don't know the complete history. First, I will discuss Delta Force, which specializes in counterterrorism and special operations missions. Now, the official name of Delta is 1st Special Forces Operational Detachment Delta, or 1st SFOD-D. Delta Force was formed after numerous well-publicized terrorist incidents in the 1970s. These incidents led to the government to form a well a full-time counterterrorism unit. Key military and government figures had already been briefed on a model for this type of unit in the early 1960s. Charles Beckwith, a Special Forces officer and Vietnam veteran, had served as an exchange officer with the British Army's Special Air Service of the 22nd SAS Regiment during the Malayan Emergency. Upon his return, Beckwith presented a detailed report highlighting the U.S. Army's vulnerability in not having an SAS-style unit. He envisioned a highly adaptable and completely autonomous special forces unit with a broad array of special skills for direct action and counter-terrorist missions. He briefed military and government figures who were overtly resistant to create such a unit outside of the special forces or to change existing methods. Finally, in the mid-70s, as the threat of terrorism grew, Pentagon brass tapped Beckwith to form the unit. Delta's very first assignment began the night after they had successfully completed their operational assessment on November 4, 1979, when Iranian students stormed a U.S. embassy in Iran. Delta immediately began training to rescue the hostages. However, the rescue would be poorly planned, and Operation Eagle Claw, as it was known, would be cancelled because of sandstorms, pilot fatigue, and mechanical failures. Further complicating things, as the force was leaving, one of the helicopters crashed in the desert, which caused the force to abandon most of the helicopters en masse, which resulted in unauthorized mission plans falling into Iranian hands, and this would prevent a second rescue attempt. Since this failure, Delta had participated in missions in Operation Urgent Fury in Grenada, Operation Just Cause in Panama, Operation Desert Storm in Iraq, Operation Gothic Serpent in Somalia, and Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan, as well as Operation Iraqi Freedom in Iraq. There are also several missions that are unknown because of how secretive the government is about Delta Force. Now, SEAL Team 6 is officially known as the United States Naval Special Warfare Developmental Group, also known as DevGru for short. The origins of SEAL Team 6 can be traced to the aftermath of Operation Eagle Claw, which we had talked about previously. The failed attempt to rescue American hostages at the U.S. Embassy in Iran in 1980. During the Iran hostage crisis in 1979, Richard Marcinko was one of the two U.S. Navy representatives for a Joint Chiefs of Staff task force known as the Terrorist Action Team, or the TAT. The purpose of the TAT was to develop a plan to free the American hostages held in Iran, which culminated in Operation Eagle Claw. In the wake of the disaster at the Desert One base in Iran, the Navy saw the need for a full-time counter-terrorist unit and tasked Marcinko with its design and development. Marcinko was the first commanding officer of this new unit, which was first called MOB 6 or Mobility 6th and 6th Platoon. Eventually, the unit was dubbed SEAL Team 6. At the time, there were actually only two SEAL teams, but Marcinko named the unit SEAL Team 6 in order to confuse Soviet intelligence as to the actual number of SEAL teams in existence. Members of the unit were handpicked by Marcinko from throughout the SEAL community. SEAL Team 6 was formed in October 1980 and through an intensive training program was operational just 6 months later. SEAL Team 6 became the U.S. Navy's premier counter-terrorist unit. It and has been compared to the U.S. Army's Delta Force. Marcinko held the command of SEAL Team 6 for 3 years from 1980 to 1983 instead of the typical 2-year command in the Navy at the time. In 1987, SEAL Team 6 was dissolved, and a new unit dubbed the Naval Special Warfare Development Group was formed, essentially as SEAL Team 6's successor. Reasons for the disbanding are varied, but the name SEAL Team 6 is often still used in reference to DevGRU. Since its formation, SEAL Team 6 has participated in missions in Grenada, Somalia, Bosnia, Afghanistan, and Iraq. DevGRU was also responsible for the killing of the Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden in 2011. Like Delta Force, SEAL Team 6's operations are highly classified. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please feel free to drop a like, comment, and if you want to, a sub would be appreciated. Finally, I just want to thank everyone who has served in the military, not just in the U.S., but around the world. I respect each and every one of you for doing what you did for your country. Thank you, and this is True Tactics 2, signing off.